Big travel week for the Wisconsin Badgers. A Wednesday night matchup with Michigan at the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor. The Badgers remained on the road for the Saturday matchup in Piscataway against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We'll have highlights from both of those games. We'll hear from Marcus Ilver, the Badgers junior forward from Estonia, and we'll have our weekly sit-down with head coach Greg Gard talking about the schedule in the Big Ten for next season. All of that coming up on this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
Going to Klesmit. He turned down the three. He'll feed A.J. Storr, throwing to Hepburn. Dribbles off the right wing. Chucky, one pump, two pumps in the lane. Out to Klesmit. Tries a three left of the circle. Good. Max Klesmit makes it 11-5. Rutgers a little more than 4 minutes in. And now's pass. Here's Chucky Hepburn off the right elbow. Feeds Marcus Ilver on the floor for the Badgers now. A.J. Storr, left wing. Tries baseline on Fernandez. Goes to the rim. Reverse layup. Good. It counts as a foul. A.J. Storr using that athleticism. And a quick burst to the bucket. 25-18 Rutgers. 6:38 left in the first half. The ball is Marcus Ilver outside right. Feeds Essegian for three. Right side. Good. There you go. Connor Essegian, his first three of the game. 27-22 Rutgers. 6:25 left in the half. Winter mid-post left. Finds Wall. Tyler. Feeds Essegian right corner. Connor off the wing. In the lane. He'll pivot. 8-footer. Rolls in for Essegian. He has 7. 51-34 Rutgers with 12:25 remaining. Hepburn to the free throw line. Feeds Winter open three, right side, back at you. Nolan Winter's first points today.
Big answer.
10-12 to play. Badgers down by 15. Here's Hepburn, left side of the front court. Chucky gets it to Winter at the top. Now leaves it for Essegian. He'll try a three, right side, book it. Connor Essegian with his second three. 54-42 Rutgers. 9:57 remaining. Crowell right side, 5 to shoot. Gotta go. Here's Essegian for three, right of the circle. Good. Essegian with his third three. 59-47 Rutgers. 7:38 to play. The floater left of the lane is no good. Tyler Wall clears for Wisconsin. Wall up the middle of the front court. Feeds Hepburn. Steps into a three on the left side. It's good. And we are tied at 6 in the early going. 13-11 Michigan with 14:20 left in the first half. Chucky Hepburn high on the left, throwing to Winter between the circles. A handoff to Essegian, who came in here last year, had 24 points in the game in Ann Arbor. Hepburn the drive, left of the lane, and he lays it up and in. Chucky with 5 early points. Looks it into Wall, right of the paint. Wall against Olivier Kamwa, single coverage. Wall kills the dribble, feeds Klesmit, bounces it back to Wall, low on the right. The layup is good. Good two-man game. Badgers within 1. 34-33 Michigan with 1:55 left in the half. Right side, around the rim and out, no good. Rebound Crowell. Knocked loose, but Wall is there. Here comes Tyler. Up the floor, down the lane, to the rim. They never stop the ball, and Wall gets the bucket. 40-39 Michigan.
Thank you very much.
Chucky trying to restore some order here. Goes in the Wall, left the lane, lob to Storr. Layup is good. And the Badgers take the lead for the first time since the opening minute of the game. Klesmit against Will Cheddar. Max still on the dribble, steps back, tries a three, and it's good. Max Klesmit with a three, the first made three of the second half for Wisconsin, now 1 of 8. A big 1-and-1 for Wall right now. The front end is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound, Storr low on the left with the putback. 67-64 Michigan, 2:03 remaining. This is Wisconsin basketball. And Wall with a steal. Tyler with the pivot. Down the lane, slam dunk. 3-on-1. Flips to Storr. Down the lane, and he hammers it with the right hand. With 2. Hepburn down! Off the glass! Off the glass! Slips it in the crowd, low on the left, slam dunk. Another three-point hit for Connor Essegian.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line, innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one during training. No school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Hepburn throwing to Tyler Wall at the top, feeds A.J. Storr, got by Jones, and the reverse layup is good for A.J. Storr, showing that burst. 6'5", Wisconsin. Corner throws to Wall, rotates to Essegian. Off the Wall screen, darts it off to Blackwell. Left corner three, good for John Blackwell, a 50% shooter from distance coming in. Going to Klesmit, baseline right, the drive hangs in the air. Loops to Hepburn, back to Max, three-shot left corner, nailed it. Second three-point hit for Klesmit, 23-20 Purdue. Blackwell, top of the arc to the line. Blackwell in the lane, fades, flips over Edey, short, no good. Wall, the offensive rebound, low on the left, up and in. 6 for Wall, Badgers within 2. Bounces for Wall, Wall in the lane. Gets it out of there to A.J. Storr, drives by Morton in the paint, scoops it up, and in, and one. There you go. Just keep attacking, right? Bird against Lance Jones, trying to get into him. Chuck, left of the lane, hits the brakes, feeds Wall, low on the right, goes up and in over Edey. And the Badgers are within 3. Hepburn, right of the lane, out to Klesmit, feeds Wall for 3, up top, and it's banked no good. Got his own rebound, in the lane, up and in! Tyler Wall following his own miss. Badgers within 2.
You gotta give them credit, they're physical. They crash the glass on every free throw, every shot. They got certain guys coming in there, and we just didn't match the physicality or check them as much as we needed to today.
Winning at a high level is really hard, but the pain and regret is hard too. If you don't hold them accountable, if you don't keep pushing them out of their comfort zone, and sometimes losing or taking a bump gets you out of your comfort zone.
Some of them are good, some of them weren't so good, I think, in the shot selection. But when we get in the post and we draw 2, we gotta be able to make some plays and play in the half court 3-on-2 or 2-on-1 on the perimeter.
Like I say, every time I'm up here, the goal is to get the ball inside and get points in the paint, and that's what's been effective for us this year.
These guys want to be a great team. We see where we're a little short. We gotta fill in those gaps and get better.
I think we're really close. I mean, we played one of the best teams in the country today, and we had so many things that we pick up on and we can get so much better at. So we knock out 1, 2, 3 of those things, and I see no reason why we can't be one of the best teams in the country. So we got to sharpen it up. We got to tone those down. I think we did do a good job not turning the ball over tonight. Like we said, scoring in the paint. But we got a few things that we got to work on and tighten up, and that's what this is for. We want to be playing our best basketball in March.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. We believe in financial security for Wisconsin public school employees and their families. WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
I had big dreams. Then I got sick. UW Health made it their mission to give me a fresh start and a new kidney. Now my dreams are infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
In the midst of a hotly contested college basketball season this year, specifically to the Big Ten Conference, there are always those looking to next year. Not so much the head coach, but we'll ask him about it anyway, where recently the Big Ten Conference officials came out with how the league's going to work its schedule, at least in a general sense, next year with an 18-team conference, about how the regular season will go and how the conference tournament will go. And with that, we bring in head coach Greg Gard. Who you play when will get released at a later date, but keeping it at 20. There was talk that maybe it would bump up a couple of games. You have always been an advocate of keeping the league schedule at 20, though. Right?
Yeah, I think you look at just the number one. If you go above 20, then we aren't getting more total games, so you're going to have to eliminate some non-conference games. Who and what that is. You don't want to eliminate your marquee games. Obviously, you need a certain number of home games from a revenue standpoint. But 21 was discussed, 22 was discussed. Obviously, with 21, you have even more imbalance than probably at 20 or 22. And aside from probably playing everybody twice, which that's what 34. If my math is right.
Yes,
that would be a lot, and that would be the whole more than the whole season. So I think we found the optimal number. And looking at 20 games from an analytical, when they run the numbers, it's enough that gives us enough juice from a conference standpoint to get the most teams in the tournament. 18 that we went to, we felt didn't give us enough. They've done the math on 21 and 22, and we start to cannibalize yourselves, and then you end up, with less teams in. So I think at least for right now, until it's proven different, 20 is a good spot.
And it seems like even now there are X number of games that you have home and away, and then there are certain teams that you'll play once there, certain teams you'll play once here. Next year it'll be 7 games road only, 7 games home only, and then three that you'll home and road. So the schedule's going to be it'll be a topic, but still a 20 game sampling still gives you a pretty good idea.
Oh yeah, I think you have the argument that you really won't have a true conference champion because you're only going to play 3 of the teams twice, and who those 3 are, and you're only going to play 7 at home only, and who those 7 are compared to the 7 that you have to play only on the road. Can that really, at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, the best team's going to work their way to the top, and it usually through the course of a 20-game schedule, you'll get a pretty good idea of who's on the. And sometimes things fall in different ways, and you have a tie or you have somebody surprise somebody. So it'll be okay. We'll have plenty to fight over with 20 games.
You'll figure it out. The biggest thing would be the travel probably and how that's going to work on a West Coast trip or a Pacific Northwest. And for those schools coming here, those are the logistics that your Chief of Staff, Mark Van de Wettering, we talked to him about other things here recently, but that's going to be a pretty important component to this too.
It is. It's going to be interesting just to see how the league and TV obviously will have a say in this with how you put that all together. I don't know how we can go there and play only one game unless it's at the end of the year or start of the year where there's no other games sandwiched around it really close. I think you have to go to play multiple games, and does that mean the 4 new schools that are coming in, you're pairing up with 2 of those, or do you hit somebody on the way out? Do you hit a Nebraska and Iowa and then head further west? So I think there's and vice versa when they come east. Do they stop over in the Midwest and play somebody and then head to the coast on the east side? So it's we're in a new era in a lot of ways in college athletics, and this is probably the smallest of the things that are being discussed out there of how we're going to map out this 20-game schedule.
And there still is school.
Yes, imagine that. Shocker that we still actually guys are going to class.
Yeah, they do. They do play. They play school here, as we like to say. Conference tournament will look a little different next year. Of the 18-team league, it'll be a 15-team tournament. which, adds a little bit more to the regular season, right? You got to earn your way into the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, and I think it puts more of a premium on the regular season because you want to be in that upper half at least, if not, so you get those buys. And I think by 15 in, they really want to, again, looking forward to, postseason play. Can you protect the teams that have had really good regular seasons and make sure that something goofy doesn't happen in a conference tournament? You're always going to have bubble teams, and that's no matter how big you make the NCAA tournament or how big you make the conference tournaments, there's always going to be that midline where, they're going to straddle sides of the line. But I think, 15 is a good number. It kept it within the 5-day window that it's in, or I guess Wednesday through Sunday, and obviously staying on Sunday was important from the CBS standpoint. So I think, like I said, we'll have bigger issues to worry about than just want to make sure you're not 16, 17, or 18.
Exactly. Yep, and there'll still be great storylines. Top 4 teams still get a double bye, and it'll be a lot of fun because it always is. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with a Badger Sports Report.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy.
WEA Member Benefits, dedicated to helping Wisconsin public school employees become financially secure with programs designed for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Well, Coach Gard has talked about players staying ready, so you don't have to get ready. You've probably heard that a few times during the years, but one of these guys who is staying ready is Marcus Silver. Look out. He's earned some minutes here of late as we visit now with Marcus. One of the things, Marcus, that Coach Gard has talked about with you is that the way you continue to develop, it's like, hey, he's not just a three-point shooter. He can do more than that. Tell us about where you think you are with your development, what the summer was like for you to getting yourself in a position you're in right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, three-point shooting has always been like one of my strengths, but I know I got to do more than that. Especially in a program like Wisconsin, if you want to see the floor, you got to play defense. Like, it's a no-brainer. And so, in the summer, you try to get more physical. I mean, I was working on my shot a lot to get it more consistent. I feel like this year it's been showing a little bit when I'm knocking it down. And I mean, in practice, just as you mentioned, not just a three-point shooter. I've been trying to get develop my game in all areas, and especially on the defensive side. Like, I've been feeling a little better on that side.
We talked with Coach Krabenhoft recently about that and the adjustments that guys make into this program, just understanding all the concepts. And he said one of the things is really just understanding a scouting report, because it's much more detailed maybe than most guys have gone through before hitting college. Was that the case with you among the challenges, just getting a grip of the scouting report and knowing what you need to know when you get out there on the floor?
I feel like I've always had a good read of the game, so I don't think scouting reports have been difficult for me. I mean, once I see it, I kind of memorize it. I watch the games, I watch the tape, so I know what the opponent likes to do, and you got to use it to your advantage.
One thing about you, though, they've taught, the strength coach Jim Snyder has mentioned it too, is that it's paying off. All your work in the weight room. With that, maybe comes more confidence. But how do you feel now physically compared to when you first arrived here on campus with your strength?
Oh yeah, much stronger. I mean, freshman year, T was babying me. Let's be honest. And now, I don't feel like that anymore. So it's definitely paying off.
And he probably notices that too, right?
Yeah,
so it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, this guy. Now, one of the things that you said, your all-around game. I mean, the recent game, a recent game against Penn State, you're out there for 5 minutes, you get 5 rebounds, and you've had multiple games with 5 rebounds. I imagine that's something you're taking a lot of pride. We know you can shoot it. We know you're working on the defense, but you're hitting the glass here a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do. Like if you don't get the ball, you gotta get the boards and get the ball yourself, you know. And I mean, I got a little athleticism to me, so I can get them high up there. And I mean, at Penn State they were missing shots, so I could get the rebounds. Easy as that.
There you go. Just it was always that easy, right?
Yeah.
The practices here, I've talked with so many of your teammates about this too, the competitive nature of practices. So many guys are in position to earn some minutes. Always been that way here with the practices, but maybe even more so this year, Marcus, with more guys knowing that they've got a legit shot to get on the floor if you can prove that in practice, right? So every day is ultra competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we got a deep team this year, and as Coach said, it's a blessing and a curse. And yeah, just everybody fighting for minutes.
When you're on the scout team, and I've seen this time and again, where guys are starting to light it up. If it's you on the scout team, I mean, you can bounce back and forth, obviously, between the scouts and the regular rotation. You get a sense early that you guys, when you're on the scout team, you've got the regular, the other guys kind of on their heels a little bit, so you kind of feel it, though, right? You feel like you got them on the run?
Yeah. I mean, you got to give them your best look in practice, so practice has to be harder than the game. Like, if we give our intensity in practice and make shots and play good D, then they're going to be ready for the game, and that's going to help them.
You guys,
and us.
I'm sorry. As we talk, you guys are certainly in a good spot. Long way to go, but are you feeling it now? Like, it doesn't matter if it's on the road or at home. Like, whoever your opponent is, you're getting their best shot because you're sitting there at the top and in the thick of this thing. So it's that old no nights off thing, right? You know you're getting everybody's best.
I mean, Penn State's storming the court. Like, that shows it. Like, everybody's trying to give their best shot against us, and we're sitting at the top. Everybody wants to take us down, and we can't let success change us. We just got to keep going, keep working, and do our job.
And you guys have a close-knit group to be able to do that, right? As competitive as it is, and upperclassmen will say things, right, to get everybody motivated. That helps, knowing that you guys get along as well as you do, right? Knowing that, guys get beat up a little bit, guys get sick, guys get banged up, but you guys have a way of just kind of sticking together through all this, don't you?
Oh yeah, our chemistry is through the roof. It's one of the best teams, not just on court, but off court too. Like, we get along with each other real good, and it's helping us on the court too. We trust each other, and we know what we can do. All
right, final thought, unscientific survey, because I mentioned this with Coach Card about how you guys get along, and he says he'll walk into the locker room, and he hears you guys talking. It's really not about basketball, it's who's the best video game guy. And apparently there's a couple who have just proclaimed himself as the champ. So I'm going to give you the forum. Like, who would be the champ of video games here with Wisconsin basketball?
I've heard Max is good. If you want to play Madden NFL, then you got to take on Max. And I've heard Connor got some games to him too.
He's Marcus Silver. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
I had big dreams. Then I got sick. UW Health made it their mission to give me a fresh start and a new kidney. Now my dreams are infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, buildingwisconsintogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badgers return to the Kohl Center for a Tuesday night matchup against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Wisconsin going for the regular season sweep. Likewise, trying to get the sweep against Iowa, as Wisconsin will head down to Carver Hawkeye Arena for a Saturday afternoon game with Iowa. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been a presentation from Learfield.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.